Welcome to Paathshaala, and my name is Tejaswini Uma Sudhir. This is video number 3 in the computer revision series. Today, we will be discussing two programs in the concept strings. Strings is a very important concept in computer programming. It is a major portion in your section A and section B because a lot of questions actually come based on strings. You have to use strings in different programs, even if it's not a program completely dedicated to strings. There is one 15-mark question which usually comes completely just based on strings. They may give you a word to input and they may ask you to actually play around with that word. They may say vowel hai to usko consonant mein badal do, count the number of vowels, count the number of times the has been repeated in the sentence. There may be different questions asked based on strings. Of course, you must have done palindrome number. Similarly, there may be a question to check if a word is palindrome. There are many such questions. Today, we are going to discuss two important concepts. In the sense, we are going to solve two programs with you, which use concepts which you may get similar questions like that in your examination. So, shall we start? Here we go. So this is our first question. Write a program that encodes a word into a big Latin word. Now, what is a big Latin word? It is explained in the question. You don't need to know the different types of words, like they may say neon word. They may say those terminologies you don't need to be learning by rote. They will be telling you what the word means. They want you to convert the word input into uppercase and then place the first vowel of the original word as the start of the new word along with the remaining alphabets. The alphabets present before the vowel being shifted towards the end, followed by AY. This may initially seem confusing, so look at the example they have given. If your word is London, the first vowel encountered in the word is O. So you need to create a substring of from the first vowel to the end of the word. That is O-N-D-O-N. The part of the word which was before the vowel encountered should be placed after O-N-D-O-N, followed by A-Y. So shall we write a program for this? Come. We are, as usual, going to be using BlueJ. I hope you have seen video 1 and video 2 of the series, one on constructors and functions and the other on arrays. We discussed very important concepts and you might get a very similar question in your 2023 examination. Exams around the corner. I hope you have done the theory part, you have understood the concepts and are now all ready to actually practice the programs so that you can actually get 100 on 100 in your computer applications exam. Let's start off. Let's create a new class. Say we are calling the class Pig Latin. Okay. Editor open कर दिया हमने और ये सब निकाल देंगे, है ना? Let us now start writing our program. We always should use the practice of saying import java.util.star class Pig Latin. Open your brackets. Public static void main, your method. Now, create an object of the scanner class which comes under the util package. Scanner SC is equal to new scanner. That's how you create an object of a particular class. Right? Now, let us ask the user to input the entered word of your choice. Right? And then we say string s is equal to sc.next. That's the way you input strings in Java, right? So now what have they asked us to do? The first thing they said in Pig Latin, we need to convert the particular word input into uppercase. What is the syntax for uppercase? S is equal to s dot to uppercase. It looks like simple English. It's just simple English. Okay, now, so what are we doing? We're taking the string s, we're converting it to uppercase and saving it back to the same string S, right? That's all we're doing. Now, if we abhi agar hum S को print करें, तो ये uppercase में आएगा word. ठीक है ना? Next, what are they asking us to do? We have to find the place where the first time a vowel is seen, right? So, ये कैसे करेंगे हम? We will have to run it through a loop. For the loop, let us have a character variable, char ch, so that we extract each character from the word, right? And let's suppose there's anything else we need to add, let's keep adding it to the front. That's how programming actually works. It's a very dynamic process. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than s dot length. What you could have also done is that you could have had another variable c, which is equal to s dot length, so that you don't write that inside a function. But this is also fine. This is, I would say, efficient, right? Now we need to be extracting each character. So ch will be equal to s dot char at, and we pass the parameter I. Char at is the function to get the character from the string for as it is iterating through the string, right? So ch is equal to s dot char at I. Now, if it's a vowel, that is, so if ch is equal to capital A, now since everything is in capital already, we don't need to be checking for both lowercase and uppercase. So we just need to look for uppercase. So ch is equal to A, E, I, O, U. So if it is any of these characters, suppose if it is A, E, I, O, U in capitals, if the character encountered is any of these characters, then what do? We just need to break out of the loop, right? So we say break. And then we say, let's break out of the loop. And then we have two more string, so that we have substring. String S1 is equal to, say, this. String S2 is equal to this, right? And now we say S1 is equal to S dot substring of what is given in the question. From the vowel encountered till the end, we need to be first taking. So substring from vowel encountered, which was at the I position. It was when it was at I when we saw the vowel and we broke out of the loop. So substring from I, comma, s dot length till the end of the loop, right? Then S2 will be equal to S dot substring of what we need after from the vowel till the end, whatever was before the vowel needs to be added. So that is from 0 to I. I will not be included since the range will not include the second value. It will be one behind the second value. So 0 to I will be the second substring. And now right? And now we will do system.out.println. The big Latin word is plus S1 plus S2 plus AY. That was what was given in the question, right? We are done with our program. What did they ask us to do? They said vowel to end, then one before the vowel, and then AY. That's precisely what we have done, right? Let's compile. Thankfully, no syntax errors. And now let us close this and try to run our program. Void main. Enter word of your choice. As per what is given there, let us enter in small case. हम capital में सब नहीं डालेंगे. LONDON. The Pig Latin word is ondulate. This is precisely what they asked us in the question. Shall we try with the next input as well? Let's do it. आ गया तो हंस कैसी. Let us again do it. Olympics was the word, right? Haha, Olympics say. Yay. So we have been able to successfully do our first program. It is this simple. You just need to know the concepts. Let me know if you want me to do another video on all the functions in string, whether it is to uppercase, to lowercase are all easy, whether how to slice a string, substring of a string, and caret function. There are several functions which you need to know, which are used in different programs. That's a concept on by itself, and it's very important that you know all of those functions before you go for your exam, right? Shall we go to our next question? Write a program to input any given string. Okay. Calculate the total number of characters, vowels, and consonants present in the string, and also reverse the string. Two things to do. One, after you input the string, you have to do some counting. You need to be counting the number of consonants, the number of vowels. Total number of characters is simple because total number of characters is what? Length of the string will be the number of characters in the string. तो वो तो simple है. Vowels क्या है? You need to count अगर A, E, I, O, U है कितने बार है वो count करना है. Other than that, consonants are everything other than A, E, I, O, U. It's easier to count the number of vowels because they're only 5 in number, and the rest will be consonants. That's an obvious thing, isn't it? And then after, they're asking you to reverse the string. Reversing, you must have done even in integers in your previous units. You must have done reversing numbers. In the case of palindrome, for instance, similarly, reversing string is very useful. Many times in the board exams, they have asked questions based on palindrome, for instance, in which what you need to do? You have the string, you need to reverse the string, you need to see if that string and the reverse string are same, then in the word is palindrome, like Malayalam. So there are many programs which can be derived from these simple concepts which you need to know. Shall we start writing this program, please? New class. Let's call it program 2. Right? Open editor. And ये सब निकाल दो. Import java.util.star class PRT2, right? Public static void main. Do you guys actually execute everything and see? I think that's the best possible practice. I didn't know that when I was in 10th grade. But once I went to university, I realized that executing is the best way of actually learning because you learn, you can actually experiment so much and learn from each mistake you do. You actually stumble upon different new methods instead of the standard one. These are the very simple program एक ही method रहता है. But when you're doing algorithms, for instance, like कल के video में I told you about arrays, about bubble sort, about binary search. एक method हमने discuss किया. There's so many different methods of doing algorithms. There's so many different sorting and searching techniques. University mein I learned about merge sort, quick sort, shell sort. They're so interesting and so when you do it on your own instead of just looking at someone else's code, you learn so much. So get into the practice of actually coding and learning, actually typing your code. Don't read code. I used to literally read code when I was in 10th grade till the end when I actually started coding and I enjoyed the process. Enter a word. Deviating from topic, you would say. String S is equal to SC dot next. Okay. बोला क्या है इन्होंने? Calculate the number of characters vowels. So you need count variables. उतना तो समझ में आ गया. You need to extract a character. So character variable भी चाहिए. So char ch initialize कर दिया. फिर int c1, int c2, int I is equal to 0. Okay. So for let's also we need to reverse the string. So we need another string. So I will put string s2 is equal to, okay, for I is equal to 0, I is less than s dot length and I plus plus, right? Now we need to extract each character from the word. So ch is equal to s dot caret I. Then we, after we have extracted the letter, we need to check whether it's a vowel or not. It's the same thing we did in the last video. One thing we can do here is that यहाँ पे we'll have to check for 10 conditions A, E, I, O, U because we have not told whether they are entering it in uppercase or lowercase. So one thing to make our life simpler, which you can do such changes in your program, is S is equal to S dot to uppercase. हर चीज तो आप uppercase में और why uppercase lowercase करते हैं lower case, okay, right? And if ch is equal to A or ch is equal to E or ch is equal to AE, I, O, U. If ch is equal to any of this, then we do C1 is equal to C1 plus 1. Else C2 is equal to C2 plus 1. Right? So in this way, we are counting the number of consonants, the number of vowels. Instead of taking a C2 variable itself, what you could have easily done was that C2 could have been equal to S dot length minus C1. That could have also been done. It's completely all right, okay? So once you have done this, now let us also reverse the string. So let's take another loop. So for I is equal to S dot length minus 1, because S dot length array always starts from 0, indexing starts from 0. So S dot length would be the last element of the array. S dot length, actually, if there are 5 elements in the array, the last element indexing is 4, but S dot length is 5. So that's why we do S dot length minus 1 as the from where it will start. So S dot length minus 1 and I is greater than or equal to 0 and I minus minus, okay? Then you do ch is equal to s dot caret of I, right? And then you do s2 is equal to s2 plus ch. You realize what's happening here? Basically, each of the characters are getting extracted from the back of the word and being added to a new string. So what happens is that पीछे से निकाल दिया तो यहाँ पे सामने add हो रहा है. So we are done with this and now we can close the for loop. And then now we are going to go and print each of this. So system dot out dot println, what all they ask us to print? Total number of characters is equal to plus s dot length. ठीक है ना? इसको हम ब्रैकेट में डाल देते हैं s dot length, right? Then again system dot out dot println total number of vowels is equal to plus C1, right? Then system.out.println total number of consonants is equal to plus C2. You may think all this very, oh my god, tiring, irritating, all of that. But the fact of the matter is that it is that easy to actually score marks. Something like this comes in your examination hall. It is a complete, so easy to score a 15, and that 15 can make all the difference. Your programming section of your paper is your real score booster. It is like ऐसे 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 मार्क्स इंक्रीज हो सकते हैं ये सेक्शन आप एस कर लोगे तो ठीक है ना प्लस S2, right? Now everything is closed. Compile, no syntax errors. Let's close this. Now let's go to BlueJ and now try to execute. Void main, enter a word. I think the example given there was snowy, so let's just enter snowy and check. Snowy. Total number of characters 5, which is correct. SNOYWY. Now total number of characters is 5. Total number of vowels is 1, which is O. Total number of consonants is 4, which is 5 minus 1, which you could have done instead of doing a separate counter variable. If you're really, I mean, it's your wish, it's your convenience, to be very honest. It's just an integer, so it's not like you're conserving space or something by not using C2. But you could just do S dot length minus C1. Reverse will be YWONS. It is as simple as that. They are most important concepts in strings per se. I think we're done with this. These are the two programs I wanted to discuss today. Most important concept in strings are what? One is slicing. Slicing matlab literally slicing the string into different parts. Basically they'll say that okay fine, ये input है, इसको हमको ये fashion में slice करना है, ये fashion में cut करना है. So the substring, knowing how to cut the string according to the needs of the question is one question which may be asked. Another may be based on reversing. Another may be based on counting. These are the main three concepts which you need to be keeping in mind in strings. If you have any questions, please write in the comments below. Do like, share, and subscribe to Study with Sudhir. It motivates me to actually go on with the series and make more useful videos for you all. And the goal of this entire series is to just tell you, to make you believe and actually want you to score high marks and even 100 on 100 in computer applications. In 2019, I scored 100 on 100 in my board exam, class 10 board exam. And I must tell you that what I learned in Java in class 10 has helped me so much. Once I'm pursuing my computer science degree right now. And in SEM 1, SEM 2, SEM 3, we have 3 different programming languages we have learned so far. Each programming language, it's easier to understand algorithms. It's easier to actually implement those algorithms, whatever syntax, whichever programming language it may be, because of the basis ICSE has actually given us. Thank you so much for watching.